Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Heraclian, Greece. We are on the island of Crete, and this is the FIBA U20 European Championships. It's the second semifinal, and it's the battle between Greece and France. Well, we just watched Israel mete out some real punishment on Belgium, marching into the finals 67-46. What a terrific performance from the Israelis. So now they will wait for the winner of this game. Will it be Greece, the home team, or will it be France? Greece, having won this competition twice, go all the way back to 2002 is when they won it for the first time. Greece also winning this in 2017 in this very arena. France won the Under 20 European Championship in 2010 in Croatia, and they beat Greece in that final. So obviously a lot of history between these two countries, not only in youth basketball but senior team basketball, and we can expect a good one. France, one of the most talented youth national teams without a doubt in the world, the way they have played, but they had to really dig in to beat Serbia in the last round. And in Greece also showed some tremendous fight, falling behind by double digits against Turkey, and it looked like they were going to potentially be run out of the gym, but really they turned it on. They never gave up. They dug in, and they came back and got a big win against Turkey, blowing them out in the end, which I think really bodes well for them in this competition. You know, if they can come out and play as hard as they did in that last game, you know, anything is possible, even against this truly sublimely gifted and I think intelligent France team. You know, they had to really think their way through that game against Serbia. They figured it out. They've passed the ball well. They've just got so many good young players. They look like they're all together, really, for both of these teams. So I would expect a good one. I expected a good one in the last game, but when Thijs de Ridder got injured for Belgium, that didn't help. And also Israel just came out and lowered the boom early. They were ready, focused, concentrated. There was no stopping them. So France, they have come onto the court. They know this is one of their big moments to be able to play against the host nation in the semifinals. And now we're going to see them, see the Greek team come out and be introduced. And really the fact that these guys are playing at home made a huge difference against Turkey. The crowd was rowdy. The players, you could see they were reacting, responding to the crowd. They really needed that support to help them get past what I thought was a really talented Turkey team. And they're going to need even more tonight against France. So who knows? We saw Belgium just beat Israel by 16 points in the group phase and then get turned around, get blown out in the semifinals. So you never know. I mean, we might think that one team is the favorite going into the game, but every game is different. Coaches, sometimes they may save things for different opponents, whether it's full court presses or maybe not playing a guy as much. We'll see. I don't think there's going to be too many surprises for these coaches today. They know what's coming. So now we're going to have a pause in the commentary for the playing of the national anthems. So the national anthems have been played, and the players and the fans are charged up, and now we're ready, just 3.5 minutes away from the start of this game, and a solid, well-known refereeing crew today. Manuel Mazzoni from Italy, the crew chief, is in the middle. He will be running the show. Martin Vulis from Croatia on the left, and Lukas Jankowski from Poland is on the right. For France, Ilias Camardin, Adama Alpha Ball, Matteo Lure, Armel Traoré, and Maxime Renault. Starting 5 with Dufayal, De Souza, Doumbia, Mianande, Sconard, Bolanga, and Kasiyama coming off the bench for Coach Vizad. For Greece, Nikolaos Plotas, Oikonomopoulos, Evangelos Zougris, Lefteris Manzoukis, and Thanasios Baginas in the starting 5. Neophytos, Hatsis, Stavrakopoulos, Mernikis, Nathpliotis, Zorbas, all coming off the bench. And there's Vizad, the coach, Aurelien Vizad Guillaume. Konstantinos Papadopoulos, the head coach of Greece. For this Traoré, who had an unsportsmanlike foul that was really costly. It looked costly against Serbia when he was getting a rebound, kind of swung his left arm and caught the Serbian player, and it led to Serbia getting like 4 points. But I thought that was really telling how France were able to bounce back from that setback in the third quarter. They fell down by 7-8 points, and then they just stormed right back and took the lead. That was a real show of mental toughness and the ability to put some adversity behind them And we'll see how they fare today against Greece, who again fell behind early against Turkey. It didn't look good for them early on, yet they really showed a lot of passion, a lot of fight, and came back and won the game. Well, good evening, everybody. If you're just joining us, welcome to Heraklion, Crete in Greece. This is the Under-20 European Championship semifinal between France, wearing the dark uniforms. Traoré coming out and taking a three and missing. Loré gets in there, gets the rebound. Greece in the white. The winner will face Israel in the final, and Kamardine comes out and strokes a three-pointer to start things off for France. Excuse me, that was Adama Alpha Ball who hit that three. Greece miss as Zukas gets the rebound. They pass it around, and one pass too many. Here comes Loré. Look out. He is Greece lightning. And Reynaud misses the layup, but good hustle by Traoré with the offensive rebound and putback. I'm not sure there's a faster player than Loré. Maybe nice to see him and Yakov go at it for Israel. Could end up seeing that. Here's the drive, and the basket is good for Greece. Mandzukic played so well the other day, or yesterday, 2 days ago. Let's get it straight. Kamardine. Oh, how about that? Now you see it, now you don't. Oh, beautiful pass. Greece working it around, getting the good shot. Evangelos Zougris. Good, strong, disciplined team. A little bit of confusion in the ranks defensively for France. Now they feed it into the low post, and Reynaud makes it. Nice pass. These two teams perhaps feeling each other out here at the beginning. Ekomenopoulos missing it from deep. Loré rebounds and runs. Look at him go. Set your timer. Down the court quickly. His pass, though, goes off the hands of Traoré. Now a chance to run for Greece. Oh. And that might be an unsportsmanlike. Is he playing the basketball? They call the foul and ball. Yeah, they called the unsportsmanlike. They could review it if they wanted, but they're not going to. It did look kind of like he was going for the ball, but he's clearly trying to break up the fast break. Free the fast break. That's what I say, that unsportsmanlike foul. Since it's come in, fans don't want to see players just commit fouls to stop breaks. They want to see them come out, in my opinion, get out and run. That's the beauty of the game. And Pelotas makes both free throws, cuts it to a three-point game. Oh, good decision. Zougris back outside. Ekomenopoulos missing, stays with it. Look at Greece fight for the basketball. They get it back. They struggled early on getting rebounds against Turkey. Ekomenopoulos for three. We've got a tie game. Ekomenopoulos, big part of this Greek team, but it's all about effort. Kamardine driving, and the foul. Elias Kamardine at the line. Makes it count. Plays with JD Dijon. Exciting player to keep definitely your eyes on next season. Playing the Basketball Champions League, in fact. And here is an offensive foul. Well, physical play by Zugris, and chance to run for Greece. Kamardine, this might be another unsportsmanlike. No, they're just going to call it a foul. Have another look. Well, he's going for the ball. I'm not sure how much difference breaking those two fast breaks up are, but anyway. Komanopoulos. Traores switches on to him. Lotus steps back. Ray over to Ball. LeRae whips the pass down low to Reynaud. Reynaud 2.16 meters in height, 7 feet 1 inches, so he is a big boy. Mandzukic, that's what they need from him. They've been getting it of late. And the more he hits those three-pointers, the better chance this Greek team has, no doubt. Again, they get it to Reynaud, who turns, puts it up. Well, this guy's got to be good, folks. He's going to be yet another great France player. I would think it's only a matter of time before he graduates to the senior team, and that's saying something for France. We'll see. That is a very competitive team to make. France, one of the favorites to win the FIBA Basketball World Cup this year, and that's even without Victor Wembanyama. He could have played in this team, in fact, the #1 pick in the NBA draft by San Antonio. That's how much talent they've got. Here's Mandzukic again. Looks good, but it's long. He had hit 13 of 40 coming into tonight. Kamardine drives in, and boy, what a play. Look at this. Goes behind the back and finishes with a little flick of the ball. And the question is, well, they haven't counted it, it appears. Hence the reaction from the Greek bench. No, I guess they have counted it. Don't know what the reaction was. Okay, so no, they say the foul before. That's weird. So Greece, so if that's a shooting foul, he was in the act of shooting. I don't get that. Because Greece aren't in the bonus. Anyway, only makes 1 of 2. Yeah, I don't understand that call. Oh, look at Kamardine. Dangerous dribbling from Mandzukic. These French players, they'll pick your pockets. You got to launch it. Pelotas for 3. In and out. Ball slowed up at midcourt. Now he picks it up again and just floats in for the bucket. How much talent is that? Wow. Breathtakingly good. Zugris doesn't take the pick, drives in. Oh, terrific attempt. Now ball bumped at midcourt. Let him play. Ball goes in. Oh, good, strong catch from Zugos. And then a kind of a late whistle. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah, he's on him. So here's D'Souza checking into the game for Luray. The more you watch this Greek team, the more you like how they play. They don't want the ball to just, they don't want to become stagnant on offense. They really pass it around. They're strong when they catch it. But likewise, watching France play, just beautiful basketball by the French. Especially that last sequence from Ball when he dribbled the ball up the floor. He was met by the Greek defense, kind of bumped to kind of slow down the break, but he had such acceleration that as he went to his left, he was able to just dribble in and ultimately score a layup. So Zugris makes the most of the rim, gets a little bit of love. And makes both. Reno fouled. All right, Lotus. Yeah, that's a foul. I'm going to hold on to you for dear life here, and hopefully nothing happens. Second foul. They don't want to give him away any easy looks. Ball from downtown. Nope. Problem is Plotis picking up a couple of fouls in the first half, in the first quarter. Here's Mandzukic. And got a little bit too deep. Threw it off the backboard, and this allows France to run. Here's Ball. Passes it back outside to D'Souza. France. Traore comes down with the basketball. Now another attempt. Look at that. Throw it to the big fella. I mean, it is deceptive how big Reno is, but he is a giant. Three-point attempt from Greece. And I think dangerous moments for Greece here as France start to ratchet it up a little bit. The intensity, the pressure, Ball wide open. And they dodged the bullet, Greece. Now they've got a chance to... Oh, excellent hustle, D'Souza coming back. Missed opportunity for Greece there. Mandzukic throwing that one away. The lob again. They were ready this time, Greece. But look at that. Traore goes up. And great effort on defense by Greece to contest that. But you got to give credit to France. They're trying to go to their strengths. Those lobs down low. And I like that defense. And if the big fellas get tired, you just bring in some other big fellas from the bench. Sorry, makes the first. France came in averaging 88.4 points per game. Number one in the competition. Greece third at 76.4. In terms of free throw shooting, France came in as the worst free throw shooting team in the competition, incredibly. Down at 54.9%, almost. Find that hard to believe, but Greece aren't much better. They're 15th at 59.6%, so you can't say that's an advantage either way. Doumbia brings a sense of urgency from the bench for France. He is in the game. Mandzukic drives in strong, and the foul called. Is it Traoré or is it D'Souza? Yeah, I think it's D'Souza. I mean, that's Lefteris Mandzukic. That is a great play. He's fast enough to go past Traoré out of the perimeter, and Traoré is expecting help, but he gets it from D'Souza, so Mandzukic can take D'Souza and at least get the foul. Traoré came over to help, but problem is you got to make your free throws, and he missed both. Traoré for three. Oh, boy. You know, it is not a good situation if you're Greece. You worry about Traoré down low, but he's actually going to step out and hit three-pointers. That really complicates things. Economopoulos tried to get it right back. Here comes France running. Now they're going to hold it up. Belonga, number 66. Kasiyama also in, number 93. Here he is. He's got the ball. His pass to Traoré. And look at that. Doumbia comes in for the rebound. Belonga misses from the wing. Zougaris and Greece trying to run whenever possible, getting that outlet pass, but France hustled back to play defense. Herman gets in the game for Greece as well, number 13. He's got the basketball. He spins, goes right at Doumbia. And boy, a lot of contact there. Look at D'Souza. Doumbia thought about it. Final seconds ticking off the clock here in the first quarter. Great D from Greece. And, oh, boy, Belonga gets the ball just in time to attempt it. And look at this. Kasiyama gets it, puts it up, and Greece survive. But they trail by 11 points at the end of the first quarter. They haven't played badly. It's just France have really done well here, pouring in 25 points in the first quarter to lead at 25-14. So 5 more makes inside the arc for France. That's the difference. And rebounding, 10 rebounds for Greece, 14 for France. 4 turnovers for Greece as well. That's never a good thing. Well, on the positive side for Greece, they trailed in their quarterfinal to Turkey early on, and it had a very similar feel, only, if anything, they look even better tonight than they did early on against Turkey, yet find themselves down by 11 points. So they have come from behind to win, and again, they did win decisively against Turkey, but they are not having it their way right now, and that's all because of France. Look at that. Great play by Doumbia. The steal. Hands it off to De Souza. And take your pick with these French players. It's hard to... You could have two starting fives. You could have multiple starting fives. I mean, it doesn't matter who starts. All of them are good. And finally, Greece stopped the bleeding, get inside and score. Zugris with the bucket. Look at De Souza. Look at France pass it. De Souza, a meter behind the arc. Good. And they've got the wind in their sails right now, leading it 30-16. De Souza been terrific the last two games. France in command right now, looking to get a vice-like grip on this, and they have it right now. 32-16, doubling up Greece. Firmly focused on getting to the final. Greece called timeout. Well, Turkey went up 29-16. 2 minutes in, just over 2 minutes into the second quarter against Greece in the quarterfinal. And Greece were able to put the brakes on that, and after a very similar situation, calling a timeout, they were able to come back in style. But this French team is different. They're focused and they play with a lot more, I think, sense of purpose, a lot more zeal than the Turkish team did. Here, look at this. Doumbia gets rid of it to De Souza, and the layup. And France right now just look like they're about ready to blow this thing wide open. Doumbia's just, oh boy, that was a tough physical play. And Doumbia, even though he didn't win the battle, he got the basketball and leads them out to another break. And France off and running and putting on a show for the folks, for the fans back in Paris, back in Dijon, wherever they're watching. They're enjoying this. And at long last, Greece stopped the rock. They get a score to cut it back to a 17-point deficit. But you can't turn it over against France. We know that already. Look at the hustle from France. Dufayal Unbelievable hustle. France have scored 10 points off the 6 Greece turnovers. France have only turned it over once, leading to a Greek basket. So, but that's just part of the story. They got so many different things working, lobbing it inside to their bigs. So Belonga back in the game. Kamardine back in as well. Here's Kamardine. Long two. If it drops, it doesn't. Oh, Belonga behind the back. Wow. A little showtime from Belonga. So Kalazakis called for the foul. Again, France not a good free throw shooting team. So that was Kasiyama missing. There's the pass out to the wing. And Kasiyama with the rebound. Well, if you're Greece, you're hoping this is a game of runs and that those runs are runs for both teams, not just for France. Right now, it's just been for France. And they're going to put Cassian right back on the line. I think I misidentified him as Dufial before Cassian going to the line. So fouls starting to accumulate as well for Greece. Can't afford to sit down their horses right now. They need them on the court. Try to get back in this. Zoukas. Both of those guys need to be out there to combat this incredible French athleticism in the low post. Plus, they need them for their scoring. Well, he had made 4 of 10 free throws before this game. Kasiyama makes 1 of 2. Maginas. Nice pass to Zougaris, takes the contact, and free throws coming. That fouled on Mianandi, number 23, who's checked into the game. Unless they say it's Kamardine. It is, sorry, Kamardine. And Renault comes back in, so not what probably Greece want to see at this stage, but it seems like whoever comes off the bench for France is good, so you just got to live with it. If you're Greece, you just got to do what you do offensively. Can't be afraid. You got to play hard. You got to make those hard cuts, those baskets. Got to take those shots with confidence. Don't be afraid against against France, who can intimidate a lot of teams. Zorbas has checked into the game. Luray. Boy, look at the 7-footer handle the basketball. And almost a little bit too much because Zorbas was there. Mafpliotis also in the game, along with Mandzukic, Kalaitzakis, and Baginas, and Zorbas. So Zugris getting a breather. Also, it helps him stay out of foul trouble. 2.9 seconds on the shot clock. Belanga puts up the three and misses, and Zorbas looks over at the referee, says, or Kalaitzakis, did you see me get pushed over? Here's ball coming back in. Arizona Wildcats ball. A lot of internationals play for the Wildcats. Lauri Markkanen went to Arizona for a year. Ball batted out of bounds. Oh, look at that. Well, Reynaud wasn't going to be fooled with the handoff. Nice play. Reynaud just picks it up, turns, shoots, scores. And Greece whistled for a foul, turned it right back over. I know, speaking of smarts out there at Stanford University. Already a solid contributor to the Cardinal. Averaged 8.8 points, 6.1 rebounds last season. His sophomore season. And the interesting thing about Reynaud is that obviously everybody always says the bigs develop later, traditional bigs anyway. I mean, he looks pretty polished for his age. Nice drive. And Greece really struggling right now. I'm not sure their quality coming off the bench is quite as good. Look at Reynaud, 7-footer. Wow, that is unbelievable. I mean, these guys can do anything and everything. Doesn't matter how big they are the complete package. Oh, beautiful drive and basket. Kalaitzakis. That is just a terrific play by Kalaitzakis. Takes the contact and scores. Mandzukic is coming back in. I mean, I suppose really the only thing you would worry about if you're the France coach is that maybe your team might switch off a little bit up 20, but this French team looks supremely focused. It is going to be a tough team to come back against. Stavrakopoulos, number 11, is just checked in. Here's Kalaitzakis. We need more players like that. And we talked about Greece also having some struggles at the free throw line this tournament. There's the bounce pass. Look at him pass it around. Wide open look for Doumbia. Misses. Great, terrific rebound by Stavrakopoulos coming in. Boy, that was dangerous. Look at the hustle. It wasn't just dangerous. Ball almost came up with a basketball. Look at the hustle. No chance these guys are switching off. They want to get to the final. They don't want to go back to France without the title. So Ball and Renaud, the only two French players playing college basketball in America right now. You've got Noah Belanga playing for Orléans. You've got Kasiyama at ASSM Le Portel. Sconard, shooting guard. We haven't seen much of him tonight. Block basket. And then you've got Traoré, who is a teammate. Let's see. Sorry, who played for Boulogne, Levallois Metropolitans, Paris. Got Nianandi with Le Mans. And then you got a few Cholet basket players. Dufial, De Souza, and Leray. Doumbia at Chartres. So the majority of them playing in France. Look at that. Stepping up, coming up with the steal, and leading to the bucket for Doumbia. That is awesome defense. Looks like Greece have truly met their match against this French team right now. They are absolutely dominating. Up 22 points. Leray lets it fly for three. Goodness. Ooh la la. They're doing everything right. 25-point lead. Taking the crowd out of the game. And that is no mean feat here in Greece. And the air ball sends it back over. So Baginas with the air ball, he goes out. Neophytos comes in, and where do you go if you're here? Try to get some turnovers, but look at this. You're giving away an open jumper, living dangerously. Well, that is great effort there by Traoré, but not rewarded. Call for the foul. Dufayal's coming into the game finally, number 0. I mean, he hasn't played at all, and he is a very good player for France. He would play big minutes for any other team in this competition. Watch him. He's guarding the ball now, Mansoukas. He switches on to Zouguras. And good defense from Dufayal. Zouguras, like, instead of trying to make that very difficult pass to me and throwing it away, just shoot it. Santos comes back in. Greece's hopes of making it to the final evaporating here in the second quarter. France leading at 48-23. It has been one-way traffic here in Crete. Ball from deep. You can count it. 28 points, the advantage. And you could probably also say that by really being tested by Serbia in that last game, and they were tested. I mean, Serbia could not have played much better than they did. They were really good. They really got France's attention and just kind of reminded them, if you're not coming out and playing hard against any of these teams, you know, you could go home early. They've come out tonight and just blown the doors off the barn. They have been awesome. Sconard, number 43, is in the game as well. Here's Reynaud. Oh, boy, that was going to be pretty awesome. He's looking for an unsportsmanlike. So you saw him at the free throw line, ready to set the pick, and then he just rolled off the lob and was going to throw it down. Man. Man, oh man. He definitely got hit hard as well. Wow, that's a break. Let me fit this. What about ball? Pelota's able to get a little bit of space to launch a three, but it's an air ball. And nothing happening at that end of the floor for the Greeks, much to the disappointment of this crowd here tonight. D'Souza comes back in. D'Souza. Sconard still hustling. Couldn't chase it down. I don't know what you do if you're Greece. I mean, you get to halftime and you look in the mirror and you listen to your coach. He needs to challenge him. I think it's very clear this France team, if they are focused and they're ready, I don't think anybody's going to beat them. So Belonga comes back in, and with 16.5 seconds left, you would think Greece would try their best to get the last shot. But I'm not sure they can afford to be selective because they struggle just to get any shot at all. There's Mantzoukas. He's able to put up a three right at the end off the rim, and that's how it finishes. France's defense, awesome, forcing turnovers. They're just dominating. Look at that. And Greece, after a nightmare first half, head to the locker rooms. France lead at 51-23. France missing 7 free throws, but it doesn't matter. It's domination. 51-23, France on top at the break. We'll be right back.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
You need character. You need chemistry.
FIBA Basketball World Cup is the peak of the game.
It's the toughest competition in the basketball world to win.
That is why I will be there.
Because when you win for one,
You win for all.
Greece with a mountain to climb to try to come back and win this game against France, who have been absolutely powerful, majestic, full of that French flair that we're used to, but looking like they are not going to take any prisoners. They are just taking care of business tonight. Ruthless fashion against the home team. And you can see that if Greece are going to go down, they're going to go down fighting. But I don't know if that's going to be enough against this French team tonight. They had just been awesome. 13 points for Renou. Traore, 7 points, 5 rebounds. France just dominating in every aspect of this game. Third quarter underway. France on top, 51-23. See if it's going to be more of the same here in the second half. And the charge by De Souza gives the ball back over to Greece. So some full court pressure here from the French. Token full court. Komenopoulos, Zougras, Matsoukas, Baginas, and Plotis. There's a Komenopoulos. Plotis for 3, misses everything. And Zougras made the right decision not to go for that. Baginas inbounds the basketball and coming out and stroking the jumper, Matsoukas. That was a 2. Long way back. Ball in the paint, back outside. Look at how patient they are to get a good shot. Ball from deep, short. Now that triggers a break. Yes, it does. But France still in position to get the balls. Greece tried to break. Ball. Reino, he hit a three-pointer earlier in the game, and Ball drives in and misses. Wow. Doesn't seem possible. See the crowd just looking for anything to get back into this game. And Trier goes down and lays it up and in. Three-point shot. Lotus not there. Camardine wide open from the wing and fouled by Pelotas. Three free throws coming. France's free throw shooting hasn't been good in the tournament. But it's not because of Camardine, who had hit 5 of 6 before tonight. And now it hits 3 more to take it up to a 31-point lead. Mandzukic drives, scores. Wanted an and one, didn't get it. Oh boy, rare mistake. And Pelotas could have perhaps caught that. And he committed the foul. So he's going to have to go to the bench for this fourth. Kalazakis is going to come in. Ball cut off at the baseline, back outside to D'Souza. A short, look at that. Renou, offensive rebound, kind of taps it over the ball, and Greece just not able to compete with this French team on the boards. Kalazakis stepped out of bounds, and it just goes from bad to worse for Greece. It's his left foot that stepped out of bounds. Camardine drives in, and the blocking foul this time on Zugris. Just checks into the game.
Thank you very much.
Good read by number 77, Bajinas. Hatsis. Oh, nice pass. And then going in and having to contort his body. Economopoulos. Oh, look at this. Good hustle, Bajinas. And then over and back against France. So it's a minor victory for Greece, but perhaps we'll see a little bit more of this. Good effort by Kalazakis to get the hands up. Traore just turns, shoots, misses. The problem is you're down 31. You're going to 10-0 run. You're still down 21. But you got to start somewhere. Kalazakis open for three. That's good. Well, you never know with Greece what you're going to get. You're going to get a Greek drama, Greek tragedy. Here's ball. Ah, boy. France just beating them to the loose balls, making the right passes, giving away the layups. Or taking advantage. Greece giving away the layups. Nice play inside the Hatsis. Oh, just see the clearly fouled there. Yeah, that was a foul. Just commits the foul there. Ball lands a little awkwardly. Hopefully he's okay. He gets up. He'll feed us back in. Looking at Adama off the ball, going to the free throw line. Again, plays Arizona for Tommy Lloyd. Had a great season. You know, as a team, they had a great season. Tommy Lloyd really appreciates international basketball. There's a lot of foreign talent on that roster. Ball's 2.01 meters in height. That's 6 feet 7 inches, but he's even taller with his long arms. Uh-oh, Doumbia is back in. Look out. He has just been creating chaos for the opponents. Tenacious. He is like a French bulldog out there, just wreaking havoc. Economopoulos drives in. Good job. Finally, defensively for Greece, getting a stop. Haven't seen it often tonight. Kamanopoulos hitting a three. Dubia, even when Greece looks like they have the ball, France get it back. Oh boy, look at that. Kamardine, another rebound. Kamardine, one of the, and Ball, both of them players in last year's Under-20 European Championship team for France. And look at that. Leray just makes it rain with a three-pointer. High arcing shot. Oh boy, that's terrific passing for the Greeks. Pity it doesn't end with a basket. So you had Ball, you had Kamardine, you had Manandi, and you had Kasiyama, all in the France Under-20 European Championship team last year. Rizal was the assistant to Frédéric Crapes. Now he's the head coach. That France team finished 5th. Here's a drive and the foul. So Economopoulos is at the free throw line. That'll be the toughest name to say in European basketball. So you look at this Greece roster, and this man right here was in the team last year. Mantzoukas was in the team, Baginas. So they had 3 players in their team that finished 12th last year. So Greece know they're already going to be improving on last year's performance. But they would like to, even if they go out today, they'd like to make this thing look a little more respectable. Ooh, Leray falls down, gets back up. Good D from Greece, but then France get it right back. How many times have we seen that? Looks like a turnover, and then France just take it right back. Let's go Nard. Leray just hit a 3, drives in. Look at them. They're not settling. There's always a better shot to be had. That was Leray when he took that 3 and made it. Manande called for the foul. Here's a drive, and Economopoulos. And the spin, and oh boy, what a sweet finish that was. Terrific take by Kasiyama. So that's it, the end of the third quarter. And it's not good viewing if you're a Greek fan. It certainly is for France, who are 10 minutes away from booking their place in the final of the Under-20 European Championship. Just digest those numbers. Just pure domination for Le Bleu. 14 more rebounds for France. 6 more turnovers for Greece. Well, the writing looks like it's on the wall for Greece, who are trailing 66-39 to just a brilliant, fabulous French team tonight, who have only gotten better since having to really dig in to beat Serbia in the quarterfinals. And Greece, I think right now, will just try to play well in this fourth quarter and get ready. Obviously, they're not thinking about it right now in terms of third place games, but that's the reality. I mean, look at this. Luray just picks the pocket and passes back, and they collect another 2 points. Greece passed it through the corner. Mandzukic drives in, gets swatted. Dufayol. Whew. And whenever you see a Frenchman go up and block a shot like that inside, it reminds you of Nick Batum blocking Clement Prepelic at the Olympics to put France into the final. Tokyo. Look at this. The French, they just don't switch off, do they? They're still playing hard, and Skonard scores with the layup. Timeout Greece. Goes from bad to worse. Excellent for France. So coming out of the timeout, Greece, 9 minutes remaining. Just trying to run their offense. So Dufayol fouls Zugris. Well, some of these guys definitely will meet in the battles ahead. They will get their chances with the senior national team, whether it's in a tournament, whether it's in a qualifier. That's how it goes for all these national teams. These players know each other. As I said, some even played in the Under-20 European Championship last year. 3-point shot, no good. Oh, great passing by France yet again. Skonard. Coach has to be really pleased with how everybody in that French team is switched on, how they're playing. No let off in intensity of effort. Leray for three. Wow. It's hard to believe they've only scored 72 points, or 73. I suppose they could aim for 90. They average about 88 per game. I don't think they'll get to 100 tonight. Oh, nice handoff, Greece. That's it. Ah, Zugris. He'll be disappointed he didn't make that. Here's the drive. And with 7:05 remaining, what can you say? 73-39 France on top. And really the second unit is just as good as the first unit. I mean, you don't have Renault out there. And right now you don't have, obviously, Camardine, Doumbia, Bal. But, I mean, these guys, Traore, but these guys there's no drop-off at all for this French team. Look at the effort. Even right there. Not giving anything away. Hands up on defense. So De Souza back in, and a rare turnover for France. Let's see if we can get the dunk here. Well, France went down to challenge. No surprise. Oh. Dufayol. Excited about the block. I'm not sure I'm too excited about his reaction after. Standing on top of the Greek player. You don't need to be doing that up 73-41. So Zubris makes the first. And the second. Greece would love to end with a flourish, even though it's not going to get them a win. Nice pass. Look at that. Oh, just a thing of beauty, the French team tonight. Just a machine. Mandzukic. So Stavrakopoulos comes back in here with 4 minutes into the last quarter. France still chasing on defense as hard as they were in the first half. There's Mandzukic coming up, having his shot blocked. Look at France quickly into transition. Oh my goodness! Nobody's catching this French team. Yeah, I think the Greek coach was thinking there's a little bit of hanging on the rim that could have been called. Okay, so I guess a warning has been issued. Or if you're Israel watching this, you got to come up with a plan. It's not going to be easy. Zubris with a dunk. I mean, Israel have Noam Yaakov is not going to back down against anybody. Levin is not going to back down. Wolf is not going to back down. It's not an issue of not backing down. Greece haven't backed down. It's just this quality in this French team is just superior, really. And I worry about also the second unit. The first unit can hang in there But the second unit has to be able to compete with everybody coming off the bench for France, and I just don't see it. But you got to really applaud the French. I mean, they've come out tonight focused. Everybody is locked in, and they have been from the very beginning. Five minutes remaining. France lead at 80-47. I think it's going to be easily to get another 10 points here. And even the awkward shots are falling. Gosh. Kasiyama takes it up to 82-47. Your fifth is missing. So Dubu comes back in. I mean, Greece could have played better, definitely, but I just think it's too big of an ask for their team to compete with this French team and beat them. They can compete with them. I'm not sure they should be trailing 83-47. It should be a little bit closer than this, but there's no doubt about it. This French team is the most talented team in this under-20 European Championship. And they are still playing hard. Look at this. That miss triggers a break. 3-on-1. Dufial goes in, hangs in the air, scores. 85-47. Could they get to the century mark? I think this must be kind of a revelation for these Greek fans because they came here tonight expecting to get the win. I'm not sure they paid enough attention to France earlier in this tournament to know how good they are, because they are pretty awesome. Mandzukic checks out for probably the game. Mermigis comes in. Look at that. Oh, absolutely exquisite. The passing, the finishing. Look at this. $87-47. Yeah, I think the century mark is well within reach tonight, the way this French team is playing right now. Well, they've hit their average. Came in tonight averaging 88 points a game. Economopoulos frustrated. Couldn't bring that one in. These guys are going to have to rebound. They'll have a great chance to win tomorrow against Belgium in the third place game. Israel, meanwhile, probably going to have a restless night thinking about what they're going to face. May not sleep too well. Oh, boy, that was a telegraphed a mile away. Cassiane goes in for another dunk. So they called a technical for hanging on the rim? Yes, they have. They had the warning. Off to the races. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? The lob to Doumbia. It doesn't matter who's racing down. Anybody can make the final pass and anybody can go up for the dunk. And now another steal. Doumbia. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is just an unbelievable display of raw power from the French. And like I said earlier, you could take any one of these players and put them in the starting lineup. It doesn't matter. They are solid top to bottom. On this evidence, it's hard to believe that Serbia even gave him a game. And it really is worth remembering that France won that game against Serbia, their quarterfinal, 80. They won it by 9 points. And that they only opened up that lead late in the game. And I think it just goes to show you how well Serbia played in that game. That wasn't France playing poorly. That was Serbia really doing well, controlling, using up a lot of time on their shot clock. Look at that, never settling. Look at this. That was almost a good chance, but again, every missed opportunity for Greece leads to an opportunity for France. Is that 3 dunks in a row for Doumbia? Are you kidding me? 3 in a row. The trifecta. Trifecta of slam, bam, thank you, man, for Doumbia. Go for it again. He was laughing. He couldn't believe it. He got another dunk. Well, that might have just scuppered their chance of getting to 100. Let's see. No, they're going to get another chance here. Here comes. And Bolonga goes in for the layup. 98-48. And that will be it. I don't think Greece are even going to attempt a shot here. Well, doesn't matter. I guess they'll take anything they can get at this stage, but 98-48. Just a real beatdown tonight. 98-51, excuse me. 98-51, and the French team, if they play like this against Israel, I think you know who's going to win. I'm sure Israel going to draw up a game plan and see if they can execute it. But that was just a different level tonight from France, and you have to applaud them. Allez le bleu. So tomorrow night, it'll be Greece taking on Belgium in the third place game. And in the final, it'll be France going up against Israel. 98-51, France win it over Greece. Well, just look at that, 20 more made shots for France, but it's, you know, these statistics, especially when you look at that fourth quarter, it was just a layup drill for France. They just got out, and this is an incredible beatdown, which I think Greece are not going to be too happy with anything about tonight. Reynaud, 15 points. Kasiyama, that last dunk put him into second place. Here's France posing. They know they're going to get a medal. They know they're going to the podium. The question will it be as the first place team or the second place team? 98-51, France march into the final. Thanks for watching, everybody.